Mostly clear skies, low 70. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, the rush is on in the Philippines. Another scary scenario. Residents there stocking up on supplies ahead of a super typhoon.
Hagupit, or Ruby, as it's called in the Philippines, reached super typhoon status yesterday. That's at least 150 miles per hour, sustained winds. Thousands of people still living in temporary shelters after Typhoon Haiyan last year have been told to go to evacuation centers again. That storm left more than 7,000 people dead or missing.
And the potential track could be very similar to that. This super typhoon, the strongest storm on Earth, and really one of the strongest typhoons we've seen all year.
Let's bring in storm specialist Dr. Greg Postel for more. Greg?
Yeah, guys, I don't like what I see. I mean, this is a tragedy kind of unfolding, and this will be an international story, I think, over the next couple of days. This is a very powerful tropical cyclone, just another name for a hurricane. 175 mile per hour in the wind speed, estimated from satellites, because obviously we don't have any aircraft flying in there. So this is all essentially an educated guess on how strong it is, but it doesn't matter. It looks nasty, and we know that it is inside of this thing. There are some trends on the satellite pictures that suggest maybe it's weakening a little bit. We've lost some of the appearance there of the eye. Some clouds have kind of contaminated the view of it a little bit, and we've lost some of the strong thunderstorms on the south side. Hopefully this is a long-term weakening trend that will bring the wind speed and the rains down a little bit, but it is still going to be nasty even if it is. I mean, look at some of the modeling is showing us that this thing is making a beeline for areas not far away from Tacloban, which got absolutely drilled by Typhoon Haiyan a year ago, and this could be something similar, although I don't think quite as strong, but bringing a lot of rain, destructive winds, storm surge, mudslides, landslides, you name it. This is the rainfall forecast, is an estimate of what we think will happen. And guys, if you want to look at the cone from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, they have it making a beeline westward through the Philippines and slowing down. That is going to amplify the impact. So, you know, regardless of whether or not it's 175 in the wind speed or 145, unfortunately, I think there's going to be human suffering, loss of life with this, and a lot of destruction, and something that obviously we don't want to see. But we'll stay in tune with this story as we move forward. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. All right, now let's take a look a little bit closer to home. Certainly that will be scary and worth watching, no question about that. Weather-wise here, though, let's look as we head toward the next 7 days. Haven't done one of these in a while. Here's a look at all that rain as we head toward tomorrow. Again, you know, been talking about all that rain in California. I mean, in places like San Francisco, in a 6-day period, they had so much rain. They hadn't had that amount of rain since 2012. So finally the rain coming in, and pieces of it are moving eastward and then will make its way in toward the northeast. So we have from Friday into Saturday. The little caveat here, late Friday night into Saturday, there's the potential here in Vermont and Maine, upstate New York, from Syracuse to Erie to Albany, the potential there for the rain to change over to maybe some ice in there. Farther south, though, Washington, Baltimore, just a rainy Saturday for you, 67 degrees in Atlanta. On Sunday, we're relatively quiet. That system does quickly move eastward, but as it does so, what's the big deal on Sunday? Look at these temperatures down into the 30s. So if they had come together one day earlier, pretty much maybe would have been a snowmaker. But temperatures are warmer when the rain comes, the rain exits, temperatures drop. 62 dry and Sunday pretty nice. But here's the next scenario. We're going to watch the next batch of moisture move in. You know, things are so pattern oriented. Once you get into that flow, whether it's a zonal flow, things coming from Canada, temperatures driving that, you kind of repeat that and you stay on that for a while, and that'll be the case. There's a look at Monday. We're dry around much of the country, but then temperatures do begin to come up. We're going to see temperatures go from the 30s to the 40s in the northeast on Tuesday. So anywhere from the Green and White Mountains, little rain and snow there for you. And then from Tuesday and into Wednesday, the next system here to Seattle. So maybe heading this weekend into Idaho to Sun Valley. We're going to see some snow there. Also snow on Wednesday into the northeast, and especially New England. It doesn't look like the big cities, Dave, are going to get it. We're going to talk more to Jim about that coming up, this kind of precarious Monday, Tuesday. Snow, rain, or what it will be. We'll have to watch that.
Thanks, Alexandra.
Yeah.
Well, here's one for you. Have you heard about the new volcano they found in Wisconsin? Now, this is an ice volcano along the Bay of Green Bay off Lake Michigan. Have you ever seen one of these? A shell of ice forms and a weak spot is exploited by the wave, which creates a hole. Then a volcano-like structure forms around the hole from the water being sprayed from the top. An ice volcano, they call this.
Cool. No pun intended.
Now, this time of year, blasts of winter weather can be amazing, too.
All right, so strap in. As some of you could be digging into more snow. We'll detail it next.
I can do anything.
The bed reacts to your body. It hugs you.
It's really cool to the touch.
The zip's off so I can wash it. Yes, please.
Visit your local retailer and feel the Tempur-Pedic difference for yourself.
Discover all the naturally moisturizing flavors of Burt's Bees Lip Balm.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the world's longest-lasting AA battery in high-tech devices. Up to 6 times longer than the other leading brand.
Summer's over. The kids have grown 2 sizes.
We all need new coats.
Burlington has so many great options for the season. Scarves, jackets, shoes, great brands.
And the prices won't break the bank.
3 kids' coats for under $90.
Look out, Winter.
Here come the Wilsons.
Rich, chewy caramel rolled up in smooth milk chocolate.
Let me know if this gets too hot.
Rolo, get your smooth on.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
Dear Mojo, thanks for inspiring me to be as good as you think I am.
This holiday season, give thanks to the pets who inspire you. At PetSmart, save up to 20% on select treats. PetSmart.
Ah, the bold new Camry. You can get a great deal during Toyotathon.
I love the new look.
And it's a blast to drive.
Oh, so you've driven it?
Yeah, taking it for a spin.
Toyotathon is on. Get low 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on the bold new 2015 Camry. Offer ends January 5th. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, Toyota's no-cost maintenance plan.
I know a great place for a drive.
Toyota, let's go places.
The biggest surprise this season won't come from an upset. It'll come from my kitchen.
Try our new Philly cheesesteak pizza, a large for $12. Add a red kettle cookie for $6, and a portion of the proceeds go to the Salvation Army.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
From the producers of The Sound of Music Live comes the television event of the season. Christopher Walken as Captain Hook.
Who's the greatest villain of all time?
And Allison Williams as the boy who never grew up.
Never grow up. Not me, not me, not me.
Peter Pan Live tonight, 8/7 Central on NBC.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy intervals, low 71, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, sunshine and clouds mixed, slight chance of a rain shower, high 79. Friday night, mostly clear skies, low 70, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This winter, like never before, amazing starts here. The Weather Channel Mornings.
Did you recognize that guy?
No.
Hey, it's Throwback Thursday here on the Weather Channel. I'm Dave Schwartz along with Alexandra Steele.
Is that why I'm here on a Thursday? Because it's a Tuesday. It's like, let's move forward Tuesday.
Well, this is your first time here in 3 years.
It is.
You did some work for CNN, but you worked here for a long time prior to that.
9 years before that.
9 years.
I know, right?
That's right. You haven't gotten back in time. This is actually today.
That's right.
December 4th, 2014.
I know, right?
Alexandra Steele is back. Give me 5 up top.
Yeah, baby boy.
Nice.
All right, but take a look at these images. A little scary, right? Is it throwback?
Right.
We'll show you. We'll re-rack the 8 tracks and we'll put this on. Take a look at this, right? I can't wait to see your phone.
Right. I was on the wall doing a weather
milder
bit.
here in the plains.
Just like the phone? Is there a phone?
There you go.
Yes, thank you.
It's your wife, Simple.
It's my wife. Hi, honey. I've got the...
Oh, I look so little. I got to step out.
Honey, let me give the phone. Okay. I love you too. Bye. Thank you so much. They would promo our new text messaging service by causing a little phone sound to ring, which I thought was, it interrupted me. I'm trying to talk about so I decided to play with it, and you played along. It was great fun.
Well, it was before you had the, put it on vibe mode, right?
Right.
So it was on the set with us,
Silence
and it started ringing, and it wasn't Sybil. Sybil, where are you? I've got dinner in the kitchen. Well, anyway.
Let's talk about today's weather,
Okay.
2014. There's very much in our mind right now, and it's a threat, at least, for the Northeast for snow. Now, this is coming up after this weekend, right?
Right. This is the Monday-Tuesday time period, and there's a potential once again for an East Coast snow. But where does it go? Where does the low move? Farther west, farther east? Who could be waking up to a fine line between rain, snow, cold? Lots to get to. We're going to talk to Dave about that.
Those are the questions. And not only are we going to talk to Dave about that, we're going to talk to Dr. Greg Postel. Now, he's standing by live in the lab. This is a tough call from this point of view, isn't it, Greg?
Piece of cake.
Why are the computer models all over the place on this thing?
You know what? The computer models are opinions of what the atmosphere looks like and how it's going to behave, and each one is a little bit different. And this forecast is very sensitive to those slight deviations about that. So that's why this is a complicated forecast. And those slight deviations now lead to large outcomes. That's kind of what chaos theory is all about. Slight tweaks to a model lead to big differences in the outcome. And that's kind of what we're seeing for the early week part of the event. But let me talk about some winter weather ongoing right now. I'll get to that in a second. We have some stuff going on over... Wait, what was that? Do I hear my phone ringing? Hold on a second. Hey, Dills? Sarah Dillingham. Yeah, I got a phone call. Hang on a second. Yeah, Mom? Mom, what are you doing? Oh, Mom. I'm on air right now. I'll get back to you later, Mom. See you. Bye. So anyway, so what we've got here now is some snow and mixture of rain and snow across parts of Ohio. That is going to be moving toward the east and introduce, I think, some parts of Pennsylvania and West Virginia in the winter weather category overnight tonight. We've got winter weather advisory out here and freezing rain advisory out here. That is in effect tonight through tomorrow morning. So be careful of that. There will be some travel issues out that way overnight tonight. Now let's get to the million-dollar question, right? What's going to happen next week? We have Monday night, and we have our forecast officially has snow showers and some snow across parts of southern New England and a mixture of rain and snow there, right? Kind of along the I-95 corridor. Then on Tuesday, and on Tuesday night, things don't get any clearer in the forecast. I wish they did, but they don't. And we're still dealing with a forecast that's got snow in it. The question is, how much? Is it a flurry with a thing moving out to sea? Or is it a significant snow with a foot of snow in interior New England? Well, let's look at the models. And I'll tell you what, Alexander, this is what you were pointing to. This is why the forecast is so difficult, because if you look at the jet stream forecast positions next Tuesday, each one of these lines, right, is a forecast from a different model of what the jet stream is going to look like then. They're pretty confident that there's going to be a ridge in the central part of the country, right? See how they're all like packed together like that? But once you get out here, there's a lot of squirrely stuff going on. Some of the models have a straight flow like that, and that brings nothing but fair weather on Tuesday to the northeast. Some of the models actually have a significant dip in the jet stream like that, which brings a storm into New England. The question is, which version is going to work out? And I'll tell you what, it's a very difficult forecast, and a lot of it has to do with the uncertainty right now over this part of the world. Some of the models, in fact, they all have a different opinion of what it looks like now, and that matters for what's going to happen then. for example. The GFS thinks the atmosphere, the jet stream, looks like this, kind of a weird thing out there, kind of snaking its way all around with 100+ mile-per-hour winds out of the west like that. That's what the GFS and some of the other models think it looks like now. But some of the other models, look how similar these are. Some of the other models just have this much of a deviation. That's tiny deviation. For example, the Euro has a little bit of a different interpretation of the wind aloft out here, and that is having radically different impacts downstream into the U.S. early next week in terms of who's going to get what and when. But I'll tell you what, we have more confidence in our forecast for the middle of the month in terms of average temperatures over the country. I would put more money in this forecast, right, for the middle of December, it being warmer than average across the country, than I would in any particular forecast, really, for New England early next week. Guys, that's the kind of scenario we live in, and that is the state of the science. Alexandra, back to you.
All right, Dr. Postel, my mother's in Albany. Yes, I'm asking you right now. She's in Albany, New York, and wants you to be a little more specific. So I'll tell her that. You'll get on that.
I'll get on that as soon as we can.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Before we get to that, of course, we're going to see a lot of wet weather. It's going to spoil your weekend for some. So, especially in the Midwest and, of course, on the East Coast. So, here's a look at where we've seen the rain now. Phoenix, of course, we've seen such an inundation of rain. All of this area of, let me put this down. This area of low pressure coming in from the southwest. We're going to watch it move as it is. And, of course, we have seen so much flooding and so much rain. Places like California, though, obviously, in a 3-year drought, desperately need the rain. So, we're watching it all move eastward, of course, and then it's going to continue its flow. Here's this weak upper level disturbance, this area of low pressure. This, of course, is the jet stream that Dr. Postel was talking about. That's that 150 mile-per-hour winds of loft, of course, and there's all that moisture. A lot of moisture coming in from the Gulf with this, and that's going to kind of squeeze out all this energy and really bring a lot of rain to some. So the moisture pulls north for tomorrow, and then we're going to see this amount of rain. Really, in some places, actually, Terre Haute, Indiana had about 1.7 inches of snow today, but now temperatures are coming up, so really it kind of looks like a non-event in terms of snow, but we're certainly going to see the rain. So Cincy to Washington to Roanoke on Saturday, this is where that question for that potential wintry mix, kind of the snow and rain mix, slowly here in the northern New England, western New York as well. Through Saturday night, pretty much, of course, a rainmaker, 1 to 2 inches potentially. So in Pittsburgh, here's the deal. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is your day for sunshine, no question about that. 44 tomorrow, 47, temperatures come up. But as we were talking about before, temperatures come up with the rain, and then the front passes, gets much colder and drier. So kind of the warmth is not melding with the rain. So here's where the wet weekend will be in the southeast. It's the same slug of moisture, kind of impacting everyone as it goes. But the good news, it's kind of moving pretty quickly. So it's kind of a one-day affair for the most part. Here's Friday night where we'll see the rain. Thunderstorms potentially too as well. Some of that really could drop an inch or two of rain. Saturday, it finally makes its way to the East Coast. There it is. Nashville, Florida, though, if you're trying to be in Palm Beach or Miami-Dade, we're going to see nice weather there for the weekend. The moisture just kind of stays away, stays north.
It is nice out there now, too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alexandra. Ahead on the Weather Center Live, there's rain falling in the desert. We'll show you how long it hangs around. Plus this.
And we're here in Southern California where billions of gallons of water fell from the sky down to the ground, but it all got caught up in the concrete and drained right here. Can't they save some of that in a drought? They are. We'll explain how coming up.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy intervals, low 71, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, sunshine and clouds mixed, slight chance of a rain shower, high 79. Friday night, mostly clear skies, low 70, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
called Pepper. Did he help pick it out? No, he's a cat. Is this mine? That one's for Alice, but she doesn't know it yet. Why not? Mom says she's still cooking.
Capture your memories with Hallmark keepsake ornaments.
Surely a vacuum shouldn't just work on carpets. Well, the Dyson DC65 has better overall performance across all floors than any other vacuum. Works for me.
Nourished. Rescued. Protected. Given new hope. During the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru owners feel it too. Because when you take home a new Subaru, we donate $250 to helping those in need. We'll have given $50 million over 7 years. Love. It's what makes a Subaru.
You can change your style to express your unique personality. So why can't you do the same with your eye color? We at Alcon believe you can. Introducing new Air Optics Colors prescription contact lenses. Its unique 3-in-1 color technology blends with your own eye color for a naturally beautiful look with comfort all month long. Virtually try on your perfect color and get a free trial offer at airopticscolors.com.
The clock is ticking, so let's grab the list and go to town. You don't need a lot of this to make someone feel like that, especially if you give them one of these. Holiday to-dos? Let's get them done today at the one place that can help us bring it all home. That's How to Holiday. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Buy a combo kit and get up to $150 toward any cordless power tool, radio, or battery.
You know, some people have told me reverse mortgages sound too good to be true. I mean, you get cash out of your home, no monthly payments, and still own your home. There's got to be a catch, right, Jesse? Well, there isn't. It's like any other mortgage, only with a reverse mortgage, the loan's paid back when the last borrower leaves the home. In fact, reverse mortgages are based on a notion that President Reagan signed into law over 25 years ago in order to help seniors remain in their homes. If you're 62 or older and own your own home, you may qualify for a government-insured reverse mortgage with AAG that allows you to turn the equity in your home into tax-free cash. And with AAG, there are never any income or credit score requirements.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive a new free information kit, including a reverse mortgage guide and DVD, personal stories from people like you, and a brand new family guide for children and loved ones, all absolutely free with no obligation.
AAG can help you pay off credit card debt, eliminate monthly mortgage payments, and provide some real retirement security.
Call 1-800-661-0312 today to get your free AAG reverse mortgage information kit and bonus DVD.
In the kits, you'll receive a helpful 3-part guide. The first will show you how a government-insured reverse mortgage allows you to access the equity in your home as tax-free cash. 500,000 people have already done it. The second booklet contains stories told by people just like you who've had their lives changed forever using a reverse mortgage. And the third guide is full of helpful answers and information for children and loved ones.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive your information kit and DVD, all absolutely free.
There's simply an effective way for folks just like you to get the cash you need to enjoy your retirement.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive your information kit and DVD, all absolutely free. Call 1-800-661-0312 now.
AAG, the best advice for a better life.
Well, many people in California are thankful for the rain this week, and thanks to good planning, cities like Los Angeles are capturing as much as they possibly can. The Weather Channel's Dave Malkoff explains.
Well, to avoid a flood, all of that rainwater just drains through the Los Angeles River, twisting and turning for up to 50 miles around LA County and dumps out right here in Long Beach. You can see where all the junk and water from the streets end up right here. But it doesn't all go into the ocean. There's a little bit that's saved by this guy. There's a building near Los Angeles with no address. Inside, you'll find a guy who pushes buttons that start a controlled flood. All the recent rain flows here, right into the hands of Anthony Ward, water hero. These are not lakes. These are actually decades-old catch basins. Anthony uses them to hold the water so it can flow back down into the ground. Today's rainwater becomes tomorrow's drinking water.
It hits me every now and then.
You'll be a bit stunned by the numbers, too. This one storm has already caught about 1 billion gallons of water, about the amount to service 30,000 Southern Californians for a year.
In the middle of a drought. Yeah, hopefully it keeps on raining.
There are 27 yards like this around LA County. Anthony operates 2 of the largest.
It's just not a solo effort. It's a teamwork effort.
But there is a downside to all this water just roaring through a concrete metropolis like this. It tends to pick up all the junk it finds along the way, and there's a lot of it, and just pushes right out into the ocean, never having a chance to get down into the groundwater. But at least they're capturing some of it.
Basin 1, 2, and 3.
Anthony's job is tough. He's got to sift through all that trash. He's got to make sure the right gates open and close at the right time. But mostly, it's very peaceful out here. Look at it. Although there was that one time when the ducks that live here surrounded Anthony's work truck.
I didn't want to get out because they might, I don't know if they would attack.
It was a standoff with the ducks. Now, pollution and drought are very real problems, but Anthony Ward is part of the solution.
Yeah, all we need is the main ingredient for it to rain, and hopefully it does this season.
And look at this. This is some LA kids' Halloween bucket that was on the street somewhere around LA County just a day or so ago, and now it's washing into the ocean. That's why we have that giant garbage patch out in the middle of the Pacific, because this is happening in all the cities around the coast, around the world. It all washes to the ocean. Think about that next time you throw a candy wrapper out the window. In Long Beach, California, I'm Dave Malkoff, the Weather Channel.
Thanks, Dave, for that report. Well, we have gotten some much-needed rain, even though it did mix in with some flotsam and jetsam out there, as we've seen. Look at this, San Francisco. Rain since Sunday, 4 1/3 inches. We still have a few sprinkles around today. That exceeds all the rain we got last year. 3 days, we got a year's worth, or last year's worth. Tremendous. Gold, this is liquid gold in a state where water restrictions are the norm. So what a pleasure to see all this. It's left, there are a few showers around San Francisco and into the mountains and even down here into Los Angeles, but it's partly cloudy, blue sky, puffy clouds, 67 degrees, it's lovely. Here's where it's nasty. How about Santa Fe, raining and 43? Ugh. Well, this storm's going to be moving out into the middle of the country and then eventually to the East Coast. It'll leave California high and dry, at least for the time being. That's a look at it, my friend. Rain in California ends up being rain in Indiana by Friday morning. Alex, back to you.
All right, and then we pick up on the East Coast. More wet weather there, but this time it might be snow. Yes, find out who may need to break out the snow blowers for possible East Coast snow. We detail it next.
This one goes out to all the fans who come out night after night.
To everyone we love.
To my very best clients. I just wanted you to know we're thinking of you. We appreciate your business. I just wanted you to know.
Oh, look at my cuties.
Happy holiday.
I just wanted you to know that I love you. I just wanted you to know.
I appreciate your business.
Every day. I just wanted you to know.
Merry Christmas.
Just wanted you to know.
The holiday season wouldn't be half as much without you.
'Tis the season to say how you feel. So say more with personalized holiday cards from Vistaprint. Pick a design you love, upload your favorite photos from your phone, desktop, even Facebook, then tie it together with a message that's just from you. And now, until December 7th, all cards are 60% off when you enter promo code CARD60 at Vistaprint.com.
I just wanted you to know.
Everyone sees the same sky. But when we look up, we see something amazing. This winter, you've got to watch the Weather Channel mornings.
It's going to have wide-ranging impact.
Winter storms are too important to cover in just a few minutes.
It's going to be brutal for a lot of people.
Because it's not just about your forecast.
That's why those temperatures stay cold.
Look at this.
Listen to that.
See this winter like never before. Amazing starts here. The Weather Channel Mornings.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy intervals, low 71, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, sunshine and clouds mixed, slight chance of a rain shower, high 79. Friday night, mostly clear skies, low 70, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Average women's tees versus a gawking gopher. Duluth Trading Longtail tees versus a gawking gopher. The Duluth Longtail tee. 2 extra inches to defend your back end. Get one. Only at DuluthTrading.com.
I've got one shot. Let's go twins right, 24 stretch.
24 stretch, all diamond. Twins right, 24 stretch. All diamonds on touring.
When the game's on the line,
Hit him with a hard count. See if they'll tip their hand.
the NFL trusts Duracell Quantum to power their game day communication.
They're blitzing up the gut. Get out of the pocket.
Duracell Quantum lasts up to 35% longer than the competition.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
There is no car in this accident. Because there was no accident. Volvo's most advanced accident avoidance systems ever. The future of safety from the company that has always brought you.
Instead of mailing everyone my vacation photos, I'm saving a ton of time by posting them to my wall.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's so quick. It's just like my car insurance. I saved 15% in just 15 minutes.
I saved more than that in half the time.
I'd unfriend you.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
15 minutes for a quote isn't how it works anymore. With Esurance, 7.5 minutes could save you on car insurance. Welcome to the modern world. Esurance, backed by Allstate. Click or call.
Replacing old drain lines used to mean tearing up floors and walls and digging a huge trench in your house. But not anymore. Now there's trenchless drain line repair. Our trenchless pipelining method creates a new permanent pipe inside the existing pipe. A liner saturated with epoxy is inserted into the pipe. A bladder is inflated until the epoxy hardens to form a new pipe inside the old pipe. It's removed and the pipe is ready for use, better than new. Need a drain line repair? Go trenchless. Call Quick Plumbers today.
Now at 1-866-680-4971. Every Monday night this fall.
What is it that produces these things?
The Weather Channel unlocks the secrets of the Earth. The all-new season continues Monday night at 9 on the Weather Channel.
I wanted to because it looks better. Welcome back to Weather Center Live. Time for your winter weather update. I am storm specialist Dr. Greg Postel with, guess what, the latest on a couple of things. One, some winter weather ongoing right now across parts of the Ohio Valley. And I'll also look ahead to early next week and talk about the possibility of some snow in New England. Let's look at the Ohio Valley now because we've got some rain, sleet, and snow moving across the region. Not much. We've seen reports earlier today of maybe 1.5 inches near Terre Haute, Indiana. That's moved east since then, and this is where it is right now. And you can see we've got some snow kind of on the northern edge of this rain shield that's moving through. Temperatures are not real cold, mid-30s, low 30s. So whatever happens here for now, I think, is not going to stick much, even if it's a mixture or even some sleet. It'll probably melt soon after contact, so I don't expect much in the way of icing right now. But overnight tonight, this whole package is going to be heading that way, and has led the National Weather Service to introduce winter weather advisories and freezing rain advisories for this region tonight. That's because that system is going to get there overnight when the temperature may be a degree or two cooler. So watch out tomorrow morning in places like Bradford State College, Altoona, and parts of western Maryland and northern West Virginia for the possibility of some icing because of this winter weather system moving through. Turn our attention now to next week. This is the million-dollar question, right? Because we've been getting models now for days that suggests, some of them anyway, a snow event, maybe 6 inches, maybe more, across parts of interior New England, and some of them none at all. Monday night, here is our forecast, the best objective guidance you can find, sort of doing all the mathematics behind it. This is the most likely outcome as we have it right now. Snow showers in Albany, for example, and all across parts of interior New England, and wintry mix south of that along I-95. On Tuesday, snow showers across parts of New England and also eastern New England as well, and showers right along the coast. You get the sense that this is not really a super cold system, but still there is a threat for snow. Now, I want to keep in mind that if you look at the distribution of outcomes, all the possible outcomes, they're kind of in two camps. This is kind of the middle road, the compromise, probably mathematically the best outcome. But there are two camps. One of them is not much weather for Tuesday in the Northeast, and the other one is a snowstorm, guys. So stay tuned to all that. And here's one of the issues that we're dealing with, why it's so complicated, because the jet stream positions on Tuesday from the different models right in here are all squirrely over the Northeast. Some of them have it flat, meaning fair weather. Some of them have it turning up like that, meaning bad weather for the Northeast. Guys, it's just going to take a little time to sort this all out, and that would be on Tuesday. Today, though, however, the Brainstorm team is putting snowflakes under the microscope to see how they form and become unique. Here's Sam Champion with the odds of snowflakes, actually, two of them being alike.
A snowflake begins to form when a water droplet freezes around an atmospheric dust particle. This becomes what's called a condensation nucleus and can be just 4 millionths of an inch in diameter. That's 1,000 times smaller than the thickness of a single sheet of paper. In sub-freezing temperatures, the water molecules crystallize around this speck of dust. When this crystal becomes heavier than the surrounding air, it begins to fall. During its approximate 15 to 45 minute trip to the ground, this new snowflake travels through changes in humidity, temperature, and wind. As the flake adds water molecules, each of these atmospheric factors contribute differently to form a unique 6-arm symmetrical pattern. For example, flakes that fall through cold and dry conditions typically have simpler, compact shapes, while those falling through warmer, more humid conditions often have very complex dendrites, or arms. Now, when taking into account the countless subtle variations of weather each crystal can experience, the odds of two snowflakes being exactly the same shape are astronomical. Under a microscope, an average-sized snowflake can easily have more than 100 distinguishable features. And even though every year it's been estimated that 1 septillion snow crystals fall to the ground, that's a 1 with 24 zeros, we'll still likely never see two that are identical.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy intervals, low 71, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, sunshine and clouds mixed, slight chance of a rain shower, high 79. Friday night, mostly clear skies, low 70, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Right now on Weather Center Live, what's the holdup? All the reasons the Orion mission never launched this morning. And what happens next? And big snow in the big cities in the east. Millions could be impacted, but there's a big question mark with this system. Will it happen or won't it? Plus, a special surprise. Right now, from the Weather Channel headquarters in Atlanta, you're watching Weather Center Live. And thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Dave Schwartz.
And I'm Alexandra Steele in for Alex Wilson tonight. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure to have you back.
Too, Dave.
It's been 3 years, but it seems like so long since you've been here.
It does. Can you imagine? Remember what it was like in 2004?
2004.
Remember the top song by Usher was Yeah with Beyonce?
You know, this is video of you, me, and is that Jim Cantori?
It is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
From December 4th, 2004.
So this exact day, 10 years ago.
10 years ago, right.
You guys haven't changed at all,
Wow.
Jim.
Wow.
Especially you.
You look better.
Hi, Dave. My closest, this is like my closest friend in the world. My two favorite, really. I mean,
I couldn't be
the
happier that you're back.
Oh, man, you look amazing. Nice beard.
Thank
This
you
is this
very
whole
much.
November beard
I'm
thing?
waiting if the storm in the Northeast actually comes to fruition.
Yeah.
I'll get to put it to test.
That's
right.
Oh, you'll put it to test. I thought you were going to shave it.
No.
If it actually happens.
I actually want to be out in a raging snowstorm with this thing.
And it'll freeze or not, or what will it do?
We'll have a little
the icicles and stuff.
That'll be a good look. Hey.
So there we are. This is the new on the left.
That's right. The new and improved.
And that's the old or the young, or is it before and after? I don't know.
Well, we were 18 and then, right? 18, 19.
We were all 18.
We were 21. Just got, just was, you could drink. And
you know what though? Where are the poinsettias?
That's right. Remember we did that for the holidays.
Yeah.
Yes, they were very cumbersome too. They used to fall.
Yeah, they're on the floor. They're on the floor.
Oh, hi everyone. Oh, we're so glad you're here. It's really my ultimate humbling pleasure. I just couldn't be happier.
Now, East Coast, you guys are from the East Coast.
Right, Vermont and Albany, New York.
And there may very well be an East Coast snowstorm next week?
I mean, it's going to be inland, interior, if it's big snow.
Okay.
But the details couldn't be farther apart right now with some of the models. So
all right.
let's
why
go talk
are the models so crazy? Why is it so spaghetti-oriented?
Because they take things and they change it.
We'll be right back to you. You just told them.
Yeah, Dave. Take 5, buddy. The models key in on different things and different factors, and they have different solutions in different outcomes sometimes. And until they basically take the parts that they're teleconnecting, if you will, or the storms that are over the Pacific and move them to the East Coast, they do different things with them this far out. I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, we do pretty good about 24 to 36 hours out, but sometimes 5 days out, it's a little different.
Is this all
We're still
jet
talking about
stream
Tuesday.
connected, essentially?
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. It's a very fast jet stream, too.
Right.
Let's talk about what's going on here today, though, first of all, because we have this little snow area across parts of Ohio. It's snowing in Dayton right now, Indy. Probably what we're seeing here, Alexander, not thunderstorms. A lot of people mistake that for thunderstorms, but it's wet snow. Or maybe a little melting around a sleet pellet.
Terre Haute had Paris High School at 1.7 inches or something.
Yeah, but sometimes you get these thunderstorms, and notice how they're pretty much right there side by side with the snow. All right, so that's, some areas it's already cooled the atmosphere enough to make it snow. Some areas it's actually not cooled enough, so you're actually getting a little bit of sleet coming down. Either way, there's enough cold air left over in the central valleys, so a little sleet and freezing rain maybe late tonight and tomorrow morning as this all pulls to the east, but it'll be mostly rain for the rest of the day. So it won't be one of these things where it's cooling down and people are going to go out and find these really slippery roads. It's really kind of an overnight morning thing.
Right.
All right. Northeast, though, up toward Albany, a little bit of snow, huh?
Yeah.
We'll take it up into Vermont, a couple couple of
Right,
inches.
they want it there. Mount Snow, Stratton, Okeem, all these places, this is their livelihood.
Unfortunately, though, it's going to probably change to rain during the day, so that's kind of a buzzkill. But a wet Saturday for many in the Northeast and even the Southeast. So here's the problem. Models doing a great job bringing in huge slugs of moisture. By the way, the Cascades will probably wind up below snow level, somewhere around 8 inches of rain.
Wow.
So it's going to be really, it's so good. They got freezing rain problems right now with the leftover cold air. And look at really nice, you know, sync going on with the models there. But look at what happens once they get to the east. One of them says, oh, I got some big cold air dumping in behind this thing. The other one says, no, I'm just going to bring a flat wave on out to sea. We're not going to have a big storm. So let's just take the two most reliable models here and take a look at these. These are, you know, a lot of these are global models that we look at. So
and the dip means there's a storm coming, and the flatness means we're
This is storm. These are storm tracks. All right, there's the low, or there's the low, moving on out to sea. So, I mean, you know, that's a huge 180 right there.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen in the days to come is they're going to come together. All right, so there'll be some consensus going on with these models. Now, whether that means that one goes completely toward the other or vice versa, that's yet to be determined here. But let's just take a look at the European model because we're hedging that way with our forecast right now with the Weather Channel. So low pressure develops off the coast. Big energy kind of holds it back and through here. And really, this thing takes almost a left turn off the coast, right? We know that can happen with storms, right? Remember Sandy? So that's not impossible. And then it brings it right up in here, full board, with tons of moisture. It'll be cold enough over the interior here. Probably this will initially be rain in Boston and New York. I think that's how it's going to be for most of the storm. And then once the storm pulls away, we get on the backside of it, it'll change to snow. A couple inches maybe for New York.
Boston more so than New York.
This model, yeah. Boston has a better chance of more snow once it moves out. But look at where the American model is on Tuesday. It's got a low out here that's actually moving this way. So nothing.
So
it's all or nothing right now.
Right, all right. All right, well, thank you. Good job, love.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right. All right, well, of course, we're continuing to watch the impacts of all that rain in California. You talked about the incredible amounts, Dave. So talk more about that.
That's right. We continue to watch the impacts of all that rain in California. San Diego's trying to dry out after localized flooding this morning. This is video from San Diego where cars were caught in swamped underpasses and roads. But this was much needed rain in California. Let me tell you something. We had rainfall totals exceeding a half of a foot. South of San Francisco, and of course up here in the northern Sierra Nevada mountains. Some of that was snow, some of that was rain. Always nice to get some snow because that's water for next summer when we have a dry season. So building up the snowpack is at least as important as for drinking water and usable water as it is for the actual snow now for skiing purposes. We still have some kind of a cyclonic circulation over here. So we have rising air in the mountains here, some rising air in the coastal range in here. So if you're taking I-80 up towards Lake Tahoe, you're not going to have any snow to deal with, but there will be some rain showers. Some scattered rain showers around the East Bay, San Francisco. There's our rain. It's moved into Arizona. This is the San Diego's rain from last night, moving out of Arizona and into New Mexico, and this will continue to spread eastward. The rain just began in Amarillo. Here in Albuquerque, we're in the 40s and raining. Kind of a nasty day, but we need the water here too. Weather Center Live continues after this.
Approaching Medicare eligibility? Don't put off checking out your Medicare options until 65. Now is a good time to get the ball rolling. Medicare only covers about 80% of Part B medical costs. The rest is up to you. That's where AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, come in. Like all standardized Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, they could help save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. Taking informed steps really makes a difference later. That's what it means to go long. Call now and request this free decision guide and explore the range of AARP Medicare supplement plans. All plans like these let you choose any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. These are the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP. Call now and request your free decision guide and start gathering the information you need to help you go long.
This Sunday night, we're joining these extreme fortune seekers, gambling on the dig of their lives.
Get down now! This ain't a good place to make a mistake.
Season 3 of Prospectors, The $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9, premiering this Sunday on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, cloudy intervals, low 71, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, sunshine and clouds mixed, slight chance of a rain shower, high 79. Friday night, mostly clear skies, low 70, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
New episode Sunday nights at 10 on the Weather Channel. Brought to you by Sylvania Silver Star Ultra Headlights for Ultra Night Vision, engineered to keep you safer on the road.
It's only for a couple of nights, okay?
Yep.
It's my parents' rules.
Baby?
Can I help you?
No. I just brought a card.
For me? She'll love it.
Thanks.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Grandpa Bodie, Grandma said you used to be out of control.
Really? I guess I did take some risks. I trained a little bit differently. I was a little too honest sometimes. The media is useless.
You were out of control.
But not always.
Clean up this holiday with the cordless Dyson DC59 vacuum. Expert service, unbeatable price, Best Buy.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Weather Center Live. Take a look at this. Do you see the thin green line to the right of the Orion spacecraft? Well, that's a laser, and this laser glowed throughout the night and into the morning at the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral. It signaled today was the day. Today was to be go day for the vessel NASA hopes to one day carry man to Mars. Instead, though, it proved to be a no-go. NASA delayed Orion's launch until tomorrow morning when they'll try again.
Now, if you weren't watching live coverage of AMHQ this morning, you might not believe all the delays we had. Weather, we had technical problem after technical problem. Even a rogue fisherman out there over the water, they have to hold up.
From weather to rogue fisherman, this thing had it all. Now, for every one of those issues, we're on the air live to show you exactly what was happening. It was cool.
We've got an exciting mission planned for you coming up now in just 2 hours and 13 minutes when Orion is scheduled to lift off.
Everything is still go. No major technical issues, and weather at this time remains green as well. Winds have become a little bit of a concern. There are high clouds that could become a violation of the thick cloud rule.
This is the launch director, and you have permission to launch. Proceeding with the count.
This is a new generation of spacecraft. It's the first one that NASA's built in 30-plus years since the Space Shuttle started off back in 1981.
At T-minus 3 minutes 32 seconds, the common booster core.
We have a map script aboard. ALC, reason for the hold? Ground winds. Roger, ground wind violation.
The importance of the cloud decks is that you want to be able to see the vehicle, the rocket, Orion, and the Delta IV as they go through these cloud layers so you can see if anything's occurring that's out of the ordinary.
The wind concern is to make sure that when the vehicle's lifting off, the launch pad doesn't get blown into the gantry structure. That's one concern. Also, you have to worry about wind loads on the structure of the rocket as it's accelerating.
We've had a number of minor issues that have held up the count today and prevented us from launching at 7:05 a.m. Eastern Time as planned. But no showstoppers.
Optimistic. We just heard the poll of all of the launch controllers, and they're all go. They just gave a formal go for launch. They're out of the hole now, counting through the last 4 minutes countdown. This is a big step up in technology. Go out into deep space and return at 20,000 miles an hour. Haven't done that since 1972.
And again, we have held, ALC recorded a hold. We had another wind limit violation in terminal count.
T-minus 4 minutes and counting.
CBC pre-press.
Hold. Fuel 1. Fuel and drain not closed.
Roger.
LC, at this time, we recommend we scrub for today's operation based on issues we're working. So please set up for a 24-hour recycle.
All right, so it's a recycle.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a disappointment, I'm sure, you know?
Yeah.
But there are so many factors, myriad weather factors, from rain to heat to wind to everything.
And the impact of this for years to come, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Well, this is the forecast for tomorrow. At this point, it's a 40% chance for a go, so a little less than today's was, actually. It's Cape Canaveral, northeast Florida. And here's our forecast. Near 70 around launch time, which the first launch time would be, what, 7:05?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And the temperature parameters, it can't be 99 degrees or exceed that, so we're checked
So
on
we've
that.
met that, right.
We've met that. The winds can't be 30 degrees or more. We've met that, 30 mile per hour or
So
more.
weather-wise, at least, it's looking good once again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, speaking of flight problems, one of the famous Blue Angels skidded off a runway in Maine this morning after hitting a patch of ice. You can see it spin out here in this video. Nobody was hurt, thankfully.
You know, Dave, you know, this plane is an FA-18 Hornet, and it was landing at the former Brunswick Naval Air Station. It was to promote the 2015 Great State of Maine Air Show. The Navy dispatched a C-130 from Florida with a team of mechanics to check on the plane and what happened.
Well, not everything goes perfectly as to plan, right?
That
I guess that's
certainly
the
does
bottom
not,
line.
right?
Well, some of you will be saying, and others will be basking in warmth.
Well, what side of the temperature divide do you want to be on? And we'll show you which one you will be on.
I'd like to be on the warm side.
Yeah, I hear
Then a
ya.
volcano made of ice. What caused this spectacular sight and where you can see it?
A little more tree,
A little more snow,
a couple more reindeer,
a couple more bows,
another dozen cookies just in case the neighbors show.
a little more joy.
For Christmas. Just a bit more garland so my stairway looks divine.
Another nutcracker so the kids don't fight this time.
Why stop at 3 wise men when the mantle fits 9? A little more joy for Christmas.
Seatbelts, headrests, and airbags help you survive a crash. But if you upgrade your headlights, you may even avoid one. See farther, wider, better. Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
It's just not the holidays until the lights come on. So stop by your neighborhood Ace for select lights on sale for $5.99 and $17.99. Make Ace your holiday connection.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The clock is ticking, so let's grab the list and go to town. You don't need a lot of this to make someone feel like that, especially if you give them one of these. Holiday to-dos? Let's get them done today at the one place that can help us bring it all home. That's How to Holiday. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Buy a combo kit and get up to $150 toward any cordless power tool, radio, or battery.
Okay, Patrick, one more stop. Let's go base, shark, blitz. Base, shark, blitz.
When the game's on the line,
Okay, this is for the game.
the NFL trusts Duracell Quantum to power their game day communication.
Plug 19's on. Abort, he's keeping it.
Duracell Quantum lasts up to 35% longer than the competition.
The Weather Channel's hit show Prospectors is back for a third season, and we're celebrating with a Prospectors giveaway.
Oh my God!
Last week to enter at weather.com/prospectors for your chance to win $5,000 in prizes.
It takes a team of professionals to properly treat addiction medically
and also to address the psychological needs. Addiction affects not only the body and the mind,
but also the spirit. Healing is possible when you are in the care of an experienced team
and in a safe environment. Everyone knows somebody affected with a disease of addiction.
Making the call is your first step. You can count on us. Give us a call today.
Instead of mailing everyone my vacation photos, I'm saving a ton of time by posting them to my wall.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's so quick. It's just like my car insurance. I saved 15% in just 15 minutes.
I saved more than that in half the time.
I'd unfriend you.
That's not how it works.
That's not how any of this works.
15 minutes for a quote isn't how it works anymore. With Esurance, 7.5 minutes could save you on car insurance. Welcome to the modern world. Esurance, backed by Allstate. Click or call.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
Every Sunday, the Titans of weather bring the rain. Geek Out, Sundays at noon on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 71, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, high 79. Friday night, clear skies, low 70, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It's 20 past the hour on Weather Center Live, and the rush is on in the Philippines. Residents there are stocking up on supplies ahead of a super typhoon.
Hagupit, or Ruby as it's called in the Philippines, reached super typhoon status yesterday. Thousands of people still living in temporary shelters after Typhoon Haiyan last year had been told to go to evacuation centers, where over 7,000 were killed from Haiyan in a very similar area.
Boy, and we are praying that nothing even close happens at this time. The super typhoon, this one, is the strongest storm on the planet and one of the strongest typhoons we've seen all year.
All right, let's bring in Jim Cantore for more. So, Jim, what do you think? Do you think it will do the same path and take the same path as Haiyan?
I think it's going to be pretty close, to be honest with you. But you guys mentioned the key of this right out of the gate. There are thousands of people in tents. So whether it's 165 or it's 75 miles an hour, that's still a big problem.
Right, how's the tent going to hold up to that?
Exactly. So that is a huge thing. I mean, these people have to be obviously taken to some kind of shelter, some kind of stronghold to deal with this, even if it does weaken. Now, that's what's happened in the last few hours. We've seen a weakening trend, but, you know, this is kind of relative. We're talking about something that was 180 miles per hour. Now it's 165. That's still a devastating typhoon, a devastating super typhoon on all accounts in through here as it continues to chug to the west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. So let's hope the weakening trend continues. But again, you know, just like when you shut off a fan, your ceiling fan, it keeps spinning for a little while, right? So even though it's weakening here, we're still going to see these winds up for a while here. If it in fact is weakening, I'm not sure that it's not undergoing some type of eye replacement cycle. But the fact that we've lost this inner purple core, you see that right in through there, and there seems to be some type of a chunk of dry air that's gotten in on the western side of this, could be you know, a little bit of good news for us. Now here's the model. Now here's Tacloban City. All right, that's the one, as you know, about 218,000 people devastated before. Here we are Friday night to Saturday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, dealing with a devastating blow here already in terms of the rain coming in through here. There could be some very, very heavy rain with this because it comes west, then it slows down a little bit, then comes inland, and then moves toward the north and heads up toward Manila. So actually a very similar track, believe it or not, than what Haiyan took. So as a 5, still, again, at 150 miles per hour tonight. There's Saturday PM at 145 miles per hour. These are all our times, by the way. Saturday PM at 145 miles per hour. So we literally have, guys, you know, about 48 hours to go before it actually the center is very, very close to Tacloban. All right. Pacific super typhoons. Here's Naguri. We've had a heck of a year here in 2014, and unfortunately all of them have been in the West Pac in terms of the big ones. Ramasan, of course, was huge. Halong was a monster storm as well, super typhoon. Fanfone, of course, threatening southern Japan. Vongfong right after that. And, you know, the list just keeps on going here, guys. So we've had a lot of very strong typhoons in the Western Pacific this year so far. Unfortunately, it's this one that threatens the folks in the Philippines. Once again, just 13 months after the previous one. Back to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Jim. Of course, it was November. So scary. All right, well, let's take things a little bit closer to home. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. A few things developing. Temperatures are kind of going to vacillate a bit, but also we've got a big question mark, as Jim has been talking about, for that Tuesday timeline. So let's start things off tomorrow. You're going to notice in the 40s in Boston and New York, pretty nice. Atlanta, Georgia, heading to the Outer Banks. 81 in Miami tomorrow. Here's this big swath of moisture. This is the same swath of moisture moved into California in earnest. We've seen it move into the southwest and now proceed eastward. The one good thing we have going for it, it's pretty swiftly moving. So by the time we get to Saturday, you can see from Boston to New York, we're going to see rain predominantly, but in upstate New York, western New York, Erie, those places that just got lashed with snow, more snow and even some ice potentially. But you'll notice how much warmer this is. November, one of the coldest months on record, right? This December shaping up on the whole to be pretty mild, much more mild than last month, and potentially record mild. All right, as we head towards Sunday, here's some rain coming in on the west coast. Pretty quiet, though, around the country. Monday and into Tuesday, temperatures still in the 40s. But as we head into Wednesday, we're going to see temperatures stay pretty chilly. But from Tuesday, this is the Tuesday-Wednesday time period. That's kind of the most interesting. What transpires with this? What happens to this low? Does it go to the north? Does it go west? I mean, the model's all over the place. So we'll have to see as we kind of hone this a little bit more.
Thanks, Alex. Well, here's one for you. Have you heard about the new volcano they found in Wisconsin? That's right. This is an ice volcano along the Bay of Green Bay off of Lake Michigan. Have you ever seen one of these? A shell of ice forms. A weak spot is exploited by the wave, which creates a hole. Kind of like a volcano.
Support both mental sharpness and physical energy with Barocca, proud sponsor of Mind and Body.
Dear Mojo and Max, thanks for inspiring me to be as good as you think I am.
With PetSmart's holiday bonus box, it's even easier to give thanks. Spend $35 on any dog and cat food, treats, and more, and get a $5 coupon. PetSmart.
At CVS Health, we took a deep breath and made the decision to quit selling cigarettes in our CVS pharmacies. Now we invite smokers to quit too with our comprehensive program. We just want to help everyone, everywhere, breathe a little easier. Introducing CVS Health, because health is everything.
I go to Burlington to buy coats. I had no idea they had gifts. Gifts for everyone. So many things. Hundreds of gifts, hundreds in savings. Everybody gets what they want, and I don't spend a fortune. Everyone's happy.
All right, listen up. Out on that field today, you will be ready for anything. And I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
There's important work to be done. And only some able to do it. Can you make the cut?
In the nation, misfortune doesn't take a holiday. But add brand new belongings from Nationwide and we'll replace stolen or destroyed items with brand new versions. Making sure every season is the season of giving. Just another way we put members first. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
You know what's gone? Kevin?
The aspartame in You'll Play Light, they took it out.
Oh, yeah. It is gone. What's wrong with Kevin?
You'll Play Light with 90 calories. Smooth, creamy, and now aspartame-free.
This winter, you've got to watch the Weather Channel mornings.
It's going to have wide-ranging impacts.
Winter storms are too important to cover in just a few minutes.
It's going to be brutal for a lot of people.
Because it's not just about your forecast.
That's why those temperatures stay cold.
Look at this!
Listen to that!
See this winter like never before. Amazing starts here. The Weather Channel mornings.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 71, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, high 79. Friday night, clear skies, low 70, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Monday night this fall.
What is it that produces these things?
The Weather Channel unlocks the secrets of the Earth. The all-new season continues Monday night at 9 on the Weather Channel.
All right, let's talk about temperatures. Maybe you're going to be heading out, picking up someone for this holiday as we head toward Christmas Day on Saturday. Cold temperatures and all that snow that fell. Not going to see a lot of melting. Watch what happens on Sunday, though. A warmth into the 50s through the plains. A big-time temperature changes. High in Denver today. If you're around Denver, maybe Cherry Creek, 7 degrees. That's your best you did. By the weekend, though, especially Sunday, you're going to be into the 50s. So this incredible vacillation of temperatures continues. By Monday, you can see in Dallas, 10 years ago, this month here at the Weather Channel. It's my first day back in 3 years.
This is your first day back in 3 years.
Oh,
Such a pleasure to have you here with us, too.
You know.
I'm an oldie but goodie, too, I guess.
You are such an oldie but such a goodie. Not so
Alexandra Steele is sitting in for Alexandra Wilson today. And tomorrow, too. A pleasure to have you. Well, very much on our mind right now is a weather threat that at this point is a snowmaker in theory only.
There's so many variables to this, though, Dave. I mean, unbelievable. What's going to happen with these models, where this area of low pressure goes. So let's toss it to Jim Cantore. He's going to tell us who could set up, where it could set up, and this fine line, Jim. Tell us, what do you think? What's your best guess at this point?
I'm still trying to do the math as to how many years we all have between us.
I know.
Yeah. The biz.
In the right.
Huh? That's a few. We're up there in the 60s, by the way, on that.
Oh, gosh, no.
So that's an incredible amount. All right, let's talk about what's been happening in the Northeast. Let's go ahead and start with Friday here with some of the computer models. Looks like we got a messy situation on our hands. Maybe starting off as a little ice across interior Pennsylvania heading to the Northeast. This is all of what moved into California yesterday. All right? And then this energy just kind of swings through on Saturday, and you think, okay, we're going to be done with it by Saturday night. Well, no. We're not going to be done with it at all. As a matter of fact, the jet stream, very, very powerful in the west. These are a look at all the different global models out there. There are at least a few of them, four or five of them here. And you can see what they do once we get to the Great Lakes. There starts to be a pretty decent divergence in those models as to what solution they wind up with here on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Thursday is really the time in question, and the area in question is the Northeast. What's going to happen with the weather up in through here? Because really, guys, we're looking at places like Worcester, Mass, Hartford, Connecticut, Jaffrey, New Hampshire, that could see anywhere from nothing to 20 inches of snow. So, you know, it really is an all or nothing thing. And let's just take the two most reliable models that we use, the American model and the European model, and you can see where they really diverge here coming up probably on Monday, really. And this European essentially takes a coastal low. These are storm tracks back toward the United States. At least initially, it'll be rain in Boston and New York, and then changing on over to snow on the backside. But interior New England, even eastern New York State, and northern New Jersey could get absolutely crushed with this thing. So here's the European solution. Here's what it looks like going forward on Saturday. They bring this low to the coastline, and then it just kind of hangs out there on Monday, because what the European does is bring and I think because there's such a decent piece of energy that's coming down in this trough, there'll probably be some precipitation here as well that the model's not picking up with. At least that's what it was showing yesterday. And what essentially happens is this low then immediately takes a left turn, and we know that systems can do that, right? You remember Sandy? We can see a change in the jet stream pattern here pretty quickly here, and that's what this is going to do on Tuesday. So this will overspread the coastline with rain, in the interior a heavy, wet, potentially power outage type snow coming up and through here. Again, this is the European solution 5 days out. This is what we're looking. These are the models that we look at as meteorologists. Now, here's the American model solution. 5 days out. It's nowhere close. You remember the jet stream pattern. It had big trough, pretty much taking that low and steering it out to sea, leaving this area high and dry. So that's why I'm saying, we're looking at anything from 0 to, in some places, 20 inches of snow. And what I expect to happen, certainly as we go through the next several days, is these models will get together a little bit, and there'll probably be some kind of a compromise as to what the solution winds up being. And could go toward the European, could go toward the American. Nothing really leads us in either direction right now. So 5 days away, we still got plenty of time to watch it. Alex, back to you.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right, Jim. All right, before we get to that, we got a few days to get through, and we've got wet weather for you, for some of you. So here's the wet weather in the Midwest and the East, and certainly will impact so many as it moves. But here's the radar picture you can see through 2 o'clock Mountain Time. Phoenix, it's kind of all ending and pushing eastward for you. Albuquerque, you can see Las Vegas as well. This is that area of low pressure we've been watching. Came into the southwest, of course, into California as well. Brought some beneficial rain, certainly not enough to end the 3-year drought by any means. But we're going to watch that bank of moisture push eastward and then grab all this moisture coming up from the Gulf. So the low moves in, the moisture kind of connects with it, and then we're going to see what we can get from it. So here's tomorrow's forecast. The area of low pressure is there. Here's where the rain will be, especially along that I-70 corridor points south. There's the potential for 1 to 2 inches of rain potentially there. Wintry mix on Friday night. Temperatures kind of on the edge. So we could see a little bit of snow and ice mix in with that Friday night into Saturday. Boston, New York, Washington, just a rainmaker for you. And then you can see what we've got, 1 to 2 inches of rain. So certainly rain coming in. Temperatures had been much warmer, but now we're going to see temperatures that certainly will abate any snow. But as we look towards Saturday and Sunday in Pittsburgh, these are the wet days, but look at the temperature differential. Rain on Saturday with 46. Sunday we clear it out, but the temperature drops precipitously down to 40. So it'll be sunny, but it's going to be cold. As we head to the south as well, again, Atlanta, Nashville, we're going to see all that moisture move in, bring rain as well for the weekend. Here's tomorrow, though. You see we're dry, but again, it all moves eastward. Friday night begins to get into Birmingham and Jackson and Little Rock. And this is the same bulk of moisture that today, though, in Indiana, brought about an inch and a half of snow to places like Terre Haute. But the moisture is moving into some much milder air, and thus, of course, we're not going to see it. In Nashville, Saturday and Sunday, Dave, Sunday, the best day in the southeast, all the moisture will have pushed eastward.
Alexandra Steele back on the Weather Channel. If you know somebody who's a fan of hers, she'll be here again tomorrow afternoon. Well, many of the impacts of record-breaking rain in California this week are being felt even today, like mudslides, for example, here in Southern California. Well, this is new video from today, and it'll take a lot longer for all that water to finally reach the deep underwater aquifers where it's really needed. Sam Champion explains in today's edition of Brainstorm.
The rain in California is expected to dump more than 2.5 trillion gallons of water across the state. That's enough water to fill up half the Great Salt Lake. But with 80% of California, an area about the size of Germany, in either extraordinary or exceptional drought, the state still has a long road to drought recovery. For example, over the last 2 years, places like Santa Cruz on the Pacific coast or Fresno in the Sierra Nevada foothills have averaged only about half an inch of rain. That's a tenth of the average precipitation in California's Mojave Desert. But with water tables dropping to as low as 1,000 feet underground, the effects of this rain on the groundwater levels can be significantly delayed. In some areas of the state where the ground is predominantly clay, infiltration rates can be as low as half an inch per hour. That's about 300 times slower than a typical snail's top speed. And it means this week's rainfall may not reach the deep underground levels of the aquifer until 2016.
Ahead on Weather Center Live, there's rain falling in the desert. We'll show you how long it hangs around after this.
And we're here in Southern California where billions of gallons of water fell from the sky down to the ground, but it all got caught up in the concrete and drained right here. Can't they save some of that in a drought? They are. We'll explain.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 71, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, high 79. Friday night, clear skies, low 70, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
You do a lot to keep your family safe at home. So make sure they're safer on the road. See farther, wider, better. Upgrade to Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the world's longest-lasting AA battery in high-tech devices. Up to 6 times longer than the other leading brand.
You can change your style to express your unique personality. So why can't you do the same with your eye color? We at Alcon believe you can. Introducing new Air Optics Colors prescription contact lenses. Its unique 3-in-1 color technology blends with your own eye color for a naturally beautiful look with comfort all month long. Virtually try on your perfect color and get a free trial offer at airopticscolors.com.
The Dyson DC-59 Motorhead has better overall performance across all floors than the top 5 best-selling full-sized vacuums, without the hassle of a cord.
Nourished. Rescued. Protected. Given new hope. During the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru owners feel it too. Because when you take home a new Subaru, we donate $250 to helping those in need. We'll have given $50 million over 7 years. Love. It's what makes a Subaru.
Because footlongs are the limousines of hot dogs, we're celebrating footlongs limo style.
That's right.
Man.
That's cool. I understand that they're really awesome and worth celebrating, but I wish we were in a limo. We're just sitting in the back of my car with a limo driver in the front.
Oh, he's not a limo driver.
Who is he?
I don't know. I thought you knew him.
No, I don't know him.
Cool. Mystery.
Pair a new cheesy bacon footlong or any of our 5 flavors with tots for $3.99. And treat yourself to a new waffle cone sundae. This is how you Sonic.
You know, some people have told me reverse mortgages sound too good to be true. I mean, you get cash out of your home, no monthly payments, and still own your home. There's got to be a catch, right, Jesse? Well, there isn't. It's like any other mortgage, only with a reverse mortgage, the loan's paid back when the last borrower leaves the home. In fact, reverse mortgages are based on a notion that President Reagan signed into law over 25 years ago in order to help seniors remain in their homes. If you're 62 or older and own your own home, you may qualify for a government-insured reverse mortgage with AAG that allows you to turn the equity in your home into tax-free cash. And with AAG, there are never any income or credit score requirements.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive a new free information kit, including a reverse mortgage guide and DVD, personal stories from people like you, and a brand new family guide for children and loved ones, all absolutely free with no obligation.
AAG can help you pay off credit card debt, eliminate monthly mortgage payments, and provide some real retirement security.
Call 1-800-661-0312 today to get your free AAG reverse mortgage information kit and bonus DVD.
In the kits, you'll receive a helpful 3-part guide. The first will show you how a government-insured reverse mortgage allows you to access the equity in your home as tax-free cash. 500,000 people have already done it. The second booklet contains stories told by people just like you who've had their lives changed forever using a reverse mortgage. And the third guide is full of helpful answers and information for children and loved ones.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive your information kit and DVD, all absolutely free.
They're simply an effective way for folks just like you to get the cash you need to enjoy your retirement.
Call 1-800-661-0312 now to receive your information kit and DVD, all absolutely free. Call 1-800-661-0312 now.
AAG, the best advice for a better life.
Well, many people in California are certainly thankful for the rain this week, and thanks to good planning, cities like Los Angeles are capturing as much as they can. It's an incredible way they're doing it, and here's the Weather Channel's Dave Malkoff to explain.
Well, to avoid a flood, all of that rainwater just drains through the Los Angeles River, twisting and turning for up to 50 miles around LA County and dumps out right here in Long Beach. You can see where all the junk and water from the streets end up right here. But it doesn't all go into the ocean. There's a little bit that's saved by this guy. There's a building near Los Angeles with no address. Inside, you'll find a guy who pushes buttons that start a controlled flood. All the recent rain flows here, right into the hands of Anthony Ward, water hero. These are not lakes. These are actually decades-old catch basins. Anthony uses them to hold the water so it can flow back down into the ground. Today's rainwater becomes tomorrow's drinking water.
It hits me in every now and then.
You'll be a bit stunned by the numbers, too. This one storm has already caught about 1 billion gallons of water, about the amount to service 30,000 Southern Californians for a year.
In the middle of a drought. Yeah, hopefully it keeps on raining.
There are 27 yards like this around LA County. Anthony operates 2 of the largest.
It's just not a solo effort. It's a teamwork effort.
But there is a downside to all this water just roaring through a concrete metropolis like this. It tends to pick up all the junk it finds along the way, and there's a lot of it, and just pushes right out into the ocean, never having a chance to get down into the groundwater. But at least they're capturing some of it.
Basin 1, 2, and 3.
Anthony's job is tough. He's got to sift through all that trash. He's got to make sure the right gates open and close at the right time. But mostly, it's very peaceful out here. Look at it. Although there was that one time when the ducks that live here surrounded Anthony's work truck.
I didn't want to get out because they might, I don't know if they would attack.
It was a standoff with the ducks. Now, pollution and drought are very real problems, but Anthony Ward is part of the solution.
Yeah, all we need is the main ingredient for it to rain, and hopefully it does this season.
And look at this. This is some LA kids' Halloween bucket that was on the street somewhere around LA County just a day or so ago, and now it's washing into the ocean. That's why we have that giant garbage patch out in the middle of the Pacific, because this is happening in all the cities around the coast, around the world. It all washes to the ocean. Think about that next time you throw a candy wrapper out the window. In Long Beach, California, I'm Dave Malkoff, the Weather Channel.
Dave, thanks for that eye-opening report. Well, the heavy rain is over in California, and we're left with a very mild day today. How about Hayward, East Bay, east of San Francisco? It's almost 70 right now, 66 downtown. It's gorgeous. We've had some rain here, though. Let me tell you, between Sunday and yesterday, that's 3 days, San Francisco International Airport, 4 1/3 inches of rain. Now, last year, all of last year, we had about an inch less than what we had in 3 days. So this is like gold from the sky. I mean, this is liquid gold, all this rain we got. And not just rain, but some of this is even snow here in the northern Sierra. So that's locked in until the summertime next year. That'll melt and give us some much needed water during the dry time of season. Most of the rain has moved out of California, and most of it now is in New Mexico, and it's going to continue to move eastward. Santa Fe today, terrible, in the 40s today. Some snow in the southern Rockies, and then we're going to have rain streak across the plains tomorrow, all the way to the East Coast by the weekend. Almost all rain. Alex?
That's right. It will be all rain, but also we have the potential for snow again. Jim Cantori's back with Will It Be Rain or Will It Be Snow? Next.
A 3D white smile has the power to captivate. That's why Shakira uses Crest 3D White with White Lock technology. removing up to 90% of surface stains and locking out future stains. So your smile always steals the show. Crest 3D White.
With Crizal No Glare lenses, neither water, nor scratch, nor smudge, nor glare of night can keep you from the clearest vision possible. And Crizal has ESPF 25 to protect your eyes from the damaging rays of the sun. Crizal. Live life in the clear.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
Golf's past 2 decades have been the most unique in the history of the game. Now, in a commemorative edition, Golf Channel chronicles the icons, the moments, and the trends that will influence the game for decades to come. Just in time for the holiday season, the Golf Book is the perfect gift for every golfer on your list. Order yours today at golfchannel.com/thegolfbook.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies.